Hello, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, guys. Go those on Instagram. Don't forget to go on YouTube and actually what because I'll be leaving Instagram as soon as possible, guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. Let me know. This is we normally meet on Friday, but because there's this big announcement, you can see that one on your screen. That's why we actually were discussing this matter today. So I will soon leave Instagram. Guys, go on YouTube and actually what go and join. And yeah, tell your friends. I know that a lot of people expect us to be here on Friday. We'll still gonna be here on Friday actually, but just um just to discuss this issue quickly because it's a trending matter and I want us to be able to do justice to it. Guys, I will soon, switch off the Instagram, just actually what go and actually what join on YouTube. Thank you for joining. So I can see that Olayemi Olalekon is already on YouTube. Thank you. First to like. Oh, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Well done. Thank you, Olayemi. Thank you for like. As soon as you also join, please, guys, also like the video. It's when you like the video that is when we will be able to reach more audience. We'll be able to reach more people. YouTube will be able to show it to more people. So please and please like it so that we can be able to, they can be able to show those things to people. And as you join, please also like it very well. Tell people, tell others that we're live. We're live here this wonderful Wednesday night talking about Nigerian football. This is just only one topic. It's about what? Eric Chile. He says. So Eric Chile, or how would I put it? Eric Chile. So it's what we are discussing today. Guys, if you are there, you've joined already, let me know. Just put a comment. Just drop one comment there and let me know you're actually what you are here with us because I like to take register, to take roll call. Let me know if you actually what here with us directly. Go on YouTube, just put a comment there, like the video, and let me know. So I want to dive into some things, about Eric Chile as a Super Eagles coach. I was on Eagles Trackers live yesterday and also on Umbrella late in the night discussing about this issue. I said that's okay. Thank you, Wuktare. Thank you, Wuktare. Thank you for actually joining regular. So guys, go on YouTube at Gant Football 2 on YouTube. At Gant Football 2 on YouTube. Go and actually join at Gant Football 2. Please join at Gant Football 2 on YouTube. On YouTube, yeah. So, guys, join that. Bye bye. Thank you for that, guys. Don't forget to actually go and join on YouTube. I'll still be leaving Instagram as soon as possible. Guys, go on YouTube. Good evening. Oh, thank you, JJ. Thank you. Just put a comment there. Let me know where you are joining us from. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where exactly what you are joining from. So I know that I know some people. So all these things. So please like and share. Thank you. I can see the likes are actually what going up. We have 40 people here already. The likes are actually what going up. So thank you. I can also see some Facebook too. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. Guys, don't forget those on Instagram, move to YouTube or Facebook or go and join us there. I want to talk about Eric Chile, the new Super Eagles manager. So let me just give you background information about Eric Chile. He's 47 years of age. Oh, look, Olakwa, thank you for actually joining. He's 47 years of age. He's was born in Ivory Coast. Malian parents. Is also also got a French passport. That is one thing about him. So he has coached. He didn't really have a very good footballing career, but when he got into management, he coached in the lower divisions of France before actually was joining the Malian national team. And it depends on how you see it. He did well, when he was actually coach of Mali. And I'm going to show you a start quickly here. Before I go into those details, I want to just tell you guys here, those that are listening, those that will go and tell those that are not here. I didn't know Eric Chile from anywhere, but because he's now the national team manager, we have to give him the support that he actually would need. I don't want it in a way that the media will be against him, and at the end of the day, he will struggle. See, if he failed to qualify for the World Cup, it's a lose-lose for us. No matter how we qualify, we just, no matter who leads us to qualify, we just want to be there at the Mundial. So all the support needed, we should give it to this man. So that is what I'm doing. It's not as if I have any personal interest in him. I'm not going to give him any player. I'm going to criticize any mistake he makes and also support him and applaud him too if he's doing the right thing. That is what I will do. I don't have any interest. I don't know him. I've never met him before. I only spoke to people that are very close to him. Those that assisted him, I spoke to them. That is it. In fact, I don't even have their contacts. So those that are coming to my DM and telling me that we are waiting for him to fail so that we can go and attack Smith Lai, please, I'm supporting him because he's the national team manager now. I cannot go and say I'm against him. I'm supporting him because his goal will be the one to lead Nigeria to the game against the Rwanda in Kigali. So let me just Let me just go through some things he actually he did, so that we can actually dive in through all these things directly. So I just want to show you his records in Mali. So this is the record in Mali. You can see your screen straight away. This is the record in Mali. His first game, let me just try and put his first game was a 4-0 victory against Congo in an AFCON qualifier. Some people say that, oh, why do you go and hire him when you have a qualifier game? See, Eric Chelle is not new to this situation. His first game as a Mali coach came against Congo in an AFCON qualifier game, and he won that game by 4-0. So he didn't play friendly games before this. He just went straight into the qualifiers, and he actually won, and he won that game by 4-0. So you can see the record on the screen. So he didn't lose the first game until against Gambia there in an AFCON qualifier. So, and his record also speaks for him. Let me just quickly show you a graphic too about his record. So one of his record, you can see that this is Mali's AFCON campaign when he was the coach of Mali. Can you see he played 5 games? He played 6 games. He won 5. He lost 1. He scored 15 goals and conceded only 2. You can see that the goals difference when he was coach of Mali is what? Plus 13 in that AFCON qualifier. And 15 points. He had 15 points. So he had Gambia, Congo, and South Sudan. So if you remember, Gambia went on to qualify for the AFCON 2 that year. They were being coached by Tom Sanctifiet. Then, if you know Tom Sanctifiet, you know that he's not a small guy, in African football. So Congo also there, and South Sudan. These are actually what the games they actually were played in their qualifiers for AFCON 2023 when they were handled by Eric Chelle. So you can see that record there. He won 5, he lost 1, and that 1-0 loss was against what? Against Mali. Sorry, against Gambia. Now, away game. So, and I will tell you the reason why he lost that game. So this is Nigeria's AFCON qualifier. In case you don't know, this is the AFCON qualifier that we just coached under Osine Eguavoen. This is not to discredit Osine Eguavoen. We won only 2 games, not 3 games. We won only 2 games. The other one was in the boardroom. I won't count it because nobody knows exactly what will happen in Libya. So we won 2 games, we drew 2, and we lost 1. Plus 6 goals difference. So this is like in the same circumstance. So Eguavoen came in. His first game was an AFCON qualifier game against Benin Republic. And and also too, Eric Chelle too came into his first official game too. his first game too was an AFCON qualifier against Congo. So in a similar circumstance, you can see clearly that the results are slightly better, for him than the Nigerian gaffer. So you can see that Nigeria, he scored, like 15 goals or so. He scored, let me just try and double check how many goals he scored. He scored 15 goals, considered 2. Nigeria actually was scored 9 goals, actually was considered 3. So it's like in a similar circumstance. I'm just trying to compare them so that maybe we are having an upgrade on what we have initially done, in Eric Chile. So those are actually what his record in an AFCON qualifier. So he's a guy. That's why those that are saying that he doesn't have pedigree in African football, you can see clearly that this is a result in AFCON qualifiers for Mali. So what do you expect again when you see this here? See, so I will still go into some details very well. This is his record. So this is actually what is record there. So let's just try and move on to. So now I want to just say a few things before I move on to what do you think we should expect from this manager? What do you think that Nigeria should expect from him? Is it, are we looking for a manager that's going to be an upgrade on the ones we have before? What do you think we should expect from him? Before I go into that, I just want to say it, that in the history of Nigeria, there have never been any coach that the NFF appointed that the media accepted. There's never been a coach that the NFF appointed and the media accepted. They've never. Otto Gloria was the coach of, he coached Portugal in 1966 to third place or so in the World Cup. Nigeria employed him to come and manage the Super Eagles in an AFCON 1980. Still, the press did not even, they think that, oh, he's too old, this thing. But he won the AFCON. Can you tell me the record of Clement Westerhoff before he came to Nigeria? It was just a young, ambitious coach that wants to prove himself. And when he got to Nigeria, he got them as a privilege and he proved himself. It was the first coach to actually to lead Nigeria to the World Cup. Can you tell me what is the record of Philippe Crozet? See, in the history of Nigeria, only 2 coaches have qualified Nigeria for the World Cup, probably with a game to spare. I will tell you the coaches now: Philippe Crozet and Gennett Raw. What's the record of Philippe Crozet? He was coaching, maybe I told you, he was coaching Asec Mimoussa before coaching Nigeria in 1997 to 98. What's the record of Gennett Raw apart from the Bordeaux in 1996? He was in Niger, he was in maybe probably Burkina Faso, he was in Gabon before he coached Nigeria. So the issue to get these boys play very well is it's just somebody that will tactically excite them, and also just to tell them what to do. So I'm not surprised that because sorry guys, drink water. I'm not surprised because there's a new sheriff in town. Some people believe that the assets they used to have, they might not have it again. That's why you see there's been allegations and counter allegations of everything. But because this man is a new coach now, we should support him. No, tell me a coach that coached. Nigeria have never hired a so-called big coach before. Father Tico that coached Nigeria in 1978 AFCON and 1976 AFCON. Father Tico was unknown when he was brought to Nigeria. When Father Tico was brought to Nigeria, he was assigned to the East to go and be getting players for Nigeria in the eastern part of Nigeria. It was unknown, but he won Nigeria's first AFCON bronze medal in 1976 and 1976. So we just need to get it right and give him the chance to actually to actually what, give him the chance to actually what, to do this job and perform well. Now, let me just go to what I think we should expect from him and how I think his success. As it, guys, those on Instagram, go and join YouTube. I put it there, Advanced Football 2 on YouTube. Go and join YouTube because I will switch off the Instagram very soon now. Go and join YouTube. I will switch off the Instagram very soon now because I want to go to the tactical parts of this man and what I think he will do as Super Eagles coach and how I think he will get Nigeria to qualify for the World Cup. So that is what I want to do now. So guys, I'm giving you the live score. Please and please, those on Instagram, go on YouTube and actually go and join. Get to on YouTube, put it there and go and join. Before I want to go into the tactical part now and how I think that will benefit Nigeria going forward. So, so thank you. I've shown you the record already. So, yes. So let me just start with the tactical part now. So, this is tactical part now. I'm moving on to the tactical part now. So I'm going to end the guys on Instagram. So guys, Instagram, I'll give you the last chance. Go and join. I'm going to end. So this is tactical part now. I'm moving to the tactical part now. So I'm going to remove the Instagram part now. Go on YouTube and go and join. Please, as you join too, please like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to remove that part now. So yeah. Bye-bye to you guys on Instagram. Last call. Gans Football 2 on YouTube. Go and join. So bye guys on Instagram. So I've removed our Instagram people now. So let's now focus on the tactical part of it. So if you look at this game, see, let me tell you something. There's one thing I like about Eric Chelle, and I will tell you here. Different games, different words. Different game, different approach. One thing that makes him special. Well, thank you guys for joining. One thing that makes him special is that he's got these different tactics for different approach for different games. Look at this game now. This was one of the games that he won against South Sudan. So let me describe this game for you. This game, he expects to have the ball because he's playing against South Sudan. So his team, Mali, is bigger than South Sudan. So he expects to have the ball against South Sudan. So his approach to this game was different. So the guy you see here in the middle here with that yellow, that's right, that's the white dot there. That is actually what? Dieng. His name is called Dieng. He plays for Al Ahly in Egypt. He's a midfielder. You know, the arrow you see before him now, he was moving through that direction. So, you know what happened here was that the guy that has the ball is a winger. So he held onto the ball so that he could attract opposition. So I'm just telling you ways in which they break down opposition. So when the guy held onto the ball, it was attracting people. So the guy that was occupying the position of that Dieng, that was the number 2 for South Sudan, he left that spot. So Dieng occupied that place. And I will tell you what happened after. Let me just tell you what happened after. So it's just, you know, that's why under the previous coaches, we used to have problem to break down opposition that forms low block. This is a typical example of how a coach can use tactics to break down opposition with low blocks. So Dieng got the ball here. So when Dieng got the ball, you can see Dieng got the ball. So when he got the ball in that area, so Eric Chelle normally prioritize what? Exploring what? Spaces. So immediately Dieng got the ball. There was a true pass there. As early as the 9 minutes, Mali actually was scored. So it's the principle here is about try to overload one area so that, you know, there could be space for your best players to operate. That is it. So they went to overload the left-hand side. You can see there's more green on the left-hand side, less green on the right-hand side. Overload one area. Then on the right, you can see clearly that there was more space there. Mali actually was caught through Ibrahima Kone, the guy that played for Ameria. So this is a very good tactical play. It's just, he uses this method when he's actually playing against a team that he has the ball. So it's just a way in which he breaks down opposition. Let's be honest ourselves. 4/5 of the time in Africa, Nigeria will have the ball, except under Pesero. 4/5 of the time in Africa, Nigeria will have the ball. So it now depends on Nigeria will have the ball. It depends on how we can break them down. We have struggled to break down opposition with that forms low block. So look at this game. So when Chile is playing at home, the tactics it normally use is different from the ones it normally deploy when it's playing away from home. So this is a typical away game now for Mali. This is Mali against Congo in an AFCON qualifier. This is an AFCON qualifier against Congo away from home. So in this game, he prioritized retaining the ball. He wants to stop Congo from dictating the play of the game. I will tell you, he used a formation called 4-3-1-2 in this game. So that 4-3-1-2 was like a diamond in the midfield. So he's going to give his fullback to exploit the spaces left behind from the opposition fullback. So the guy you see yellow dot around there, that was Traore that played for Real Sociedad in the Spanish La Liga. He's their right back. You can see it was a long ball from the goalkeeper to him. And you know what happened? So his game is about getting behind the opposition backline. You know what happened here? That was Traore giving an assist. That was the first goal for what? For Congo. So he retained the ball. He still looked for a way to score you. In this game, he won the game by 2-0 against Congo in a very difficult condition. So when I go to Nigerian part, I will tell you what I think is going to do against Rwanda in Kigali. What I think is going to do, in fact, against Rwanda in Kigali. So you can see clearly, instead of using the midfield stay compact, he used the right back. So which Olaina, for me, Olaina is better than this Amit Traore. Olaina is better than him. So you can see that I will when I go to the Nigerian part, I'll be able to explain some areas too where I think that it might actually help Nigeria very well. So look at this against Congo. You can see clearly here too. This you can see the midfield here. It formed like a diamond formation midfield. It's just trying to make sure that it takes life, out of the opposition, so that it can actually penetrate them very well. So I want to look at this. You can see clearly here now, Congo are playing from home. They want to have the ball. They want to create opportunity against Mali. They know that if they create opportunity against Mali, they can win this game. They are trying to pass from the back. But you know what Chile did? You can see there was 5. Can you see 5? So he had like 5 midfielders there. This is what they might do. When a team set up against him, it will normally match the number of midfielders that the team is bringing. It will match it. And we now have one extra one. That extra one is what's going to use to torment you. If a team is coming with like a 4-3-3 or so, thank you, God bless you, Chidera, I press. high press. It's going to press you highly. And I can tell you, before you know, he prioritized winning the ball. Pay attention, winning the ball in a very dangerous area. He likes to win the ball in a very dangerous area. So he can quickly form what? An attacking what? Turnover. So I press. He pressed them until they made mistake. You can see. He pressed them until they actually what? Until they actually what? They made mistake. So this was an away game against what? Against Congo. because Congo think that, come on, we are playing at home. We should be able to dictate the pace of this game. But you know what? He had a different plan for them. So this was okay. I've already showed you about this South Sudan game. Now you can see here's another thing you see here. So they pass the ball from the back to the midfielder there. You can see the way the Malians ambushed that guy. They blocked all the passing lane and they took the ball away from him. No, in this case, they didn't take the ball away from him. He cleared the ball out to the throw because they have blocked all the passing lane. The guy could not go back and pass to his defenders. He could not go back. He could not turn. They have already sandwiched him. So there's a way he does his own thing. He likes to overload them. Because let's be honest ourselves. We have less skillful players in Africa. Less skillful. Most of African players depend on pace, and strength most times. Ball retention, ball this thing is. So sometimes if I press these guys most times, this is what happens. So they won the ball here, and the turnover was sweet for Mali. I'm just, I picked his game with Mali with the reason because it's national team. It's got what? Limited time to actually what? To coach them. So the same thing. This was a game against Central African Republic. This game, it went for a 4-3-3 formation because it thinks that, come on, I should be able to beat this team at home. But it's now limited in this formation. Mali have very strong midfielders, but Mali don't going forward, they are not as blessed as Nigeria. That was one of the things that affected Mali in this game, and they drew this game. So you can see what he did this game was that he knew that Godfrey Kondogbia was actually the main and the chief creator in the Central African Republic team. He used one of his players from Tottenham, Busoma, to mark him out of the game. He marked that guy out of the game. So as soon as the guy takes the ball, they go on him to get the ball. You can see clearly, you can see those arrows. Anytime Kondogbia handles the ball, Busoma will ambush him straight away. So it stops him from dictating the pace of the game. And, they were able to take control of those game balls. If you look at, they were so wasteful in that game, and they ended up actually drawing that game. So, they didn't, with due respect to the strikers of Mali, they will not get into the Nigerian team. Let's be honest with ourselves. The strikers, the wingers of Mali and the strikers, none of them will get into the Super Eagles team. Let us be honest with ourselves. None of them will get into the Super Eagles team. In fact, none of them will get into the Super Eagles, first 35. It's going to be hard for you to get a player to get into their first, get into Nigeria first, out of their forward line. Midfielders better. So this is a typical example of what he does in the overload. You can see clearly here, the red one you see there, they are the Malian players. So what happened was that there was a ball. You can see where the ball is. That white dot is where the ball is. The Malian player sandwiched that thing. So they block all the passing lanes. So the CAR people could not get out. They won the ball early, but they were just wasteful in this game. So you can see the tactics now. I will now explain, how I think all these things can actually affect Nigeria. So the final part now is, how does this guy even use his players? Which type of skill do you think Eric Chile needs in a player when he wants to actually when he wants to use you? What are the skill do you need as a player to get into his team? So we want to look at that. So the first one is that is left back and right back. Look at his right back now. That is what Amit Traore. He plays for Sociedad in the Spanish La Liga. You can see the touches. Can you see most touches there? You can see those touches there. And if you see this guy too, he provide assists, he get goals for them. If you watch the AFCON, I think it's called the first goal against South Africa also in the AFCON in the AFCON in their first game. I'm still going to that game and discuss what he did to beat South Africa. And why I think he will also beat South Africa in September. What he did to beat them there, and why I think he will also beat them again in September. I will still go do a separate episode about that. So you can also see Dante too. The same thing is what he actually expect from his own strikers and also attacking players. What's it called? Right backs, wing backs. I would say not one wing backs. Just say they are full backs. So you can see forward passes there. Okay, you can see those forward passes there. The faint one and the forward passes there. Most passes you see there are actually forward passes. So he's not a guy that just sit back and relax and everything. He wants to get into your face, and there's a way he uses his own his own way fullbacks, just to get into the face of the opposition and be able to take them out of that game and create opportunities. So so we've done that. So you can see exactly the type of profile actually needs. You can see those things. Those are the areas he likes to get his wing back, his full back, and be able to actually cause problem to the opposition. So in summary, is a very coach that likes to retain possession, and he likes to dictate the pace of the game. So it depends on what the game brings. Guys, before I move on, please like the video. More likes. You have 42. We are more than 40. You are for something here now. I only have how many likes here? Please like the video more. Like the video more and share the video. Please like the video more. Actually, also share the video too. Like and share, please. We are 40 here. We could be more than that. Please like the video more. Like the video. And please like the video so I can see. Please like the video. We don't have a dollar sign here yet, but you can still help us by liking the video. And if you think that you want to support us, you can go on Facebook. We have star there. Go and buy star for us on Facebook. We're gonna actually want to see those stars on Facebook if you want to. But on YouTube, if you want to stay here, just tell your friends, subscribe, that's what we want. At least the old channel, we're still looking for how to get it back, but the new one, this is the new one now, and I'm happy the way the new one is growing. Thanks to you guys for actually for being there. So this is how there's different game, different approach. Now the final parts, I will now explain how I think he will set up when he plays Nigeria. See, I ran through these qualifiers. These are the qualifiers. These are the games that Nigeria will play in this in the World Cup qualifier. I will tell you how I think he's going to actually arrange the Super Eagles. So I'm going to also give you opportunities to join the stream and discuss your opinion about what we said, and also about what Eric Chelle. So guys, please, we still like the video, guys. Like the video. Let's get to 30 something likes. Eh? 30 something likes, guys. Let's get to like 30 something likes. Let's get like 30 something likes. Let's get to it. Please. Like the video. Like the video. So we still have to date likes, but let's get into it. So let me just take some comments before I go to how I think is going to actually affect Nigeria and why I think that we should support him and that everything will turn good for him in the national team. So let me just take some quick comments before I go to the final part, and I'll give you opportunity to join the live. I'll post the link. So so let me just take which comments directly. So let me just say from my J. say that so this is what NFF can do, and they are delaying for years. Okay, yes, they don't do a man for you. My brother, serve us odds, my boss. You are the boss, so that is my brother Tunes Bobo. Momo from Italy, thank you for Ashua for joining. Is he coming? Yes, he's coming with his backroom staff, loaded backroom staff. Sorry guys, so I can't take all your comments, so because some of you Lawa said that I will carry us. Yes, so let me carry you come. Lawa, thank you for actually joining. So that will said that we need creativity from the midfield plus ball retention too. Yeah, I agree with you. Opposition do dominate the midfield. Oppositions do dominate the midfield in midfield. Okay, the midfield. I don't know what you're trying to say there. That will So Olayemi said that we need to get Gabriel Murphy from Nicholas. Yes, it can suit Chile's pattern very well. Yes, I press. Thank you, Chidike Eze. Thank you. I press. I press is one of the things that I actually would normally use to get. Hey, let me just say this thing. If you have been following Nigerian football very well, in the press conference after the game between Nigeria and Rwanda in Kigali, the possession was like 49-51 in favor of Nigeria. Eguavon, the then coach of Nigeria, said that, they had possession because they were possessing the ball very close to their area. That's not an excuse. You have to go there, try and win the ball very early, and you attack them like that. These are things that, which we don't need to be saying. We need to be able to, because if they retain the ball in their area and the game ended in a draw, what will you say? You need to be able to go after them, get the ball from them, and actually dominate the game. So with high press, Chukwueze can't play. I don't think he can play high press. True. So that is Olayemi. So why are Nigerian like this? I don't know what this going to say. I think he will do well. Hopefully, we don't have to be asking waiting the Chelle in future. Okay, that is good. Big. I think people watching don't have an account. Okay, they don't have an account. You go and open an account and subscribe. So, big thank you for that, guys. Go and open and subscribe. Looking forward to see how it will set up against Rwanda, South Africa, and Benin Republic. Thank you, Manlo Etuk. I think this thing too. We look at that, and also too, Olayika said that I feel like the video, guys. It's a big question for you guys. I feel like the video. We have 31 likes. You can do better. We can get to 40. 31. You can get to 40 likes. So, yeah. So let's now go to how I think it will set up Nigeria and how I think the players and I think might benefit in. It might think that Kamashi was used for Nigeria. So I come up with also this thing. Let's look at it. So his favorite formation is 4-3-1-2. He can play a 4-4-2. He can also play a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-2-1. So those three formations, 4-3-2-1, 4-3-1-2, and 4-3-1-2, 4-2-3-1, and 4-3-2-1. These are the things we're going to focus on and see which players we think can actually benefit from this type of actually formation. So let's so the first one I'm going to talk about is the 4-2-3-1. This formation is the one that he plays when he thinks that, okay, come on, these guys don't have enough attacking threats against me. I should be the one controlling the game, especially maybe probably the home game against who would you have any easy home game? Okay. We don't have easy home game. Oh. I think we have home game. Okay. Zimbabwe, maybe Zimbabwe or so, easy home game to see. Let's look at it. So this is what I come up with. If he's playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, this is what I actually would come up with. Guys, you can take out a player and put a player in there. This is what I actually would come up with. Ignore the jersey number, guys. So just put it randomly. I have to rush it before, to actually to make up it for the time. So look at this. You can see clearly that it's a 4-2-3-1 is when he plays against against a team he can actually dominate. And I'll tell you the reason why I actually have this. So when he's playing this formation, the guy on top for him is always Ibrahim Kone. He was playing for Ameria. And I will tell you the reason why. The reason why you see that Mali struggled in the last AFCON was because of Ibrahim Kone. Immediately after the qualifier, Ibrahim Kone had 5, I think he tore his Achilles or so. He was out for 5 months. So he had to, it wasn't, there was no like for like replacement like that for him. It was their major goal scorer. So they have to bring a guy called Sinyayonko. The boy plays for Auxerre now. I think it was him doing well during the AFCON. That's why he got that move to Auxerre. So if he plays with this, and I will tell you the reason why. I think that Sinayoko, thank you. So I think that in this type of formation, he expects a stable backline. A stable backline. And that stable backline, one of either of Bassi or Aina must be bumping forward. I think one of the sitting midfielders will drop in between the backline to spread, to drop between like Ekong and Ajayi. I'm just putting Ekong and Ajayi there. I don't know the player that he's going to use because I'm trying to look at the profile of the player he likes to use in Nigeria. I think Bassi is going to be there. Olaino is going to be there. I'm not sure of Ekong and Ajayi. I'm not sure. But I'm just put them there as like a dummy. Let me see exactly what will happen, in the coming days. So I know that definitely Rafael Onyedika is someone that I might like to feature. In the DDA, I put him there just because of experience. And I think that, because he's the vice captain, third captain, how would they call it? And also, but I think that he might probably going for Onyeka because, he likes a player. There's one thing I like about him. He likes to mark out. He likes to mark out any threat from midfield. So he normally force oppositions to go wide. Onyeka over the, yeah, that's what. So, and I think, Bashiru, Bashiru is very dangerous going forward. For me, I don't think Bashiru have any space playing any of those in the Dior Onyedika role because Bashiru should be close to Victor Osimhen, should be close to the opposition area because it's very dangerous. Very close to the opposition area than the back line. So, in my opinion, I think Bashiru should be very close to Victor and Alexi will be there. So, the front four you see here is way better than what Mali can present. So, this is how he sets up when he's playing against a team that he thinks that, okay, he wants to carve his team open, he wants to get behind them. And there's one thing that he likes. what's it called? It likes is like Lookman and it will be to talk in at some stage to provide support for that midfield area so that it can allow Aino and Bassi to bump forward. So there's a lot of things that it does with this formation. I'm going to pick a game. I'm going to pick a game. That is going to be a game between him and Ivory Coast, and also a game between South Africa and Mali, and analyze it so you can know exactly what this guy normally does. Against Mali against Africa, it thinks that is better than South Africa, that is going to have the ball. So the way it's set up against Africa was different from the way it sets up against Ivory Coast. So I'm going to bring those two games, maybe probably next week, and break it down for you to see exactly its two styles of how it can actually change between games. This is what I think that a 4-2-3-1. You guys can add it to yourself. For me, I don't think Chukwueze can really come into this place. I don't. It's going to be very difficult. But let's wait and see what it can actually do with this team. So another formation this is called a Christmas tree formation. It's called 4-3-2-1 formation. Those of you here, if you are familiar to the old AC Milan, when AC Milan was AC Milan, when AC Milan won the Champions League, was he against Liverpool, 2-0 in the final? They were playing a Christmas tree formation. And Eric Chile too also likes a Christmas tree formation. So this Christmas tree formation is the most dangerous formation that I've ever, is difficult to play against, because you are having 5 midfielders to deal with. See, the Onyedika, Ndidi, Onyeka, they form like extra protection to the back line. And this type of formation is useful when you are playing away from home. You just need to take control of the game. You make the opposition frustrated. If you are having someone like Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman up front, you will get behind them and score. What it does basically is that it doesn't allow them to actually to operate at all. And it did this to Congo, especially. It did this to Congo, and it got that result against Congo. So, and you can see that playoff formation. So you can see Onyedika, Ndidi, Onyeka, Lookman, Iwobi. You can see there up front, you can see Victor Osimhen. So that's how I actually set it up. This is a very tough formation. It's going to be hard for an opposition to actually to break down this formation. So it's called a Christmas tree formation. It's a 4-3-2-1 formation. Very difficult to actually play. So I will tell you the type of formation I would think is going to use in any of the games he's going to play. So, and I think I still have one more. Sorry. Yes, I think I still have one more. Sorry, one sec, guys. I think I meant to have one more. Let me just I think I still have one more. I don't know. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. Yeah, there's okay, I did actually add that one. 4-3-1-2. Thank you. I don't know why I did not add the 4-3-1-2 to it, but let me just try and show you the 4-3-1-2. I think I actually have it on one side, the 4-3-1-2. Guys, just thank you, Chideke Eze. Thank you, 4-3-1-2. Thank you. The 4-3-1-2 is the one. I don't know why I did not add it to. I don't know why I did not add it to this. So let me just try and actually get that one out. Sorry, one sec, guys. The 4-3-1-2. Let me see. I think I had it. So I'm going to this 4-3-1-2. So the 4-3. Let me just show you. Yeah, the 4-3-1-2 difference. The 4-3-1-2. The difference between this and the 4-3-1-2 is just because okay, the 4-3-1-2 is that Iwobi will be behind Lukman and Osimhen. That's the difference between this charismatic formation and the 4-3-1-2. It will be behind what? Lukman and Victor Osimhen. That's what is going to be in that 4-3-1-2. So that's just a different. That's so close to, it can change between games. It's very close to this type of formation. Lukman move up front, yes. Lukman move up front, then it's just going to be behind them. That is it. So, and that's another formation too. I would recommend for him to use when he's playing against Rwanda in Kigali. So now, let me just look at the games that Nigeria will play, and I will think that his approach. So I'll save the video, and I will now tell you maybe I was right or wrong with those predictions. So the first game against Rwanda in Kigali, I think it's going to go with something like this. I think it's going to go with something like this. It's going to take the game from them and actually punish them on the counter. So let me just try. Let me put the link. If you want to contribute, the link is now in the comment section. So just click on the link and it will take you directly. So for me, that's actually what I think. And the next game, I think against what's it called? The next game against Zimbabwe. I think it's against Zimbabwe. So I think it's going to play something similar to this, because it's going to be in Ujo. So it's going to have the ball. It's going to look for a way to penetrate the opposition on a regular basis and everything. So I just think that against Africa, against South Africa, like against Africa, which is actually what against South Africa. South Africa against Nigeria. So I think it's going to be similar to something like this against South Africa, just to make sure that they don't operate in that midfield area, because there's a way South Africa load their midfield like with 5 players. They did that one against us during the AFCON. They kept on cutting us open all the time. But if you have, this is what he did. This is what Eric Chile did against Africa during the AFCON. Let me just give you what he did against Africa during the AFCON. So against Africa during the AFCON, during that AFCON, he went with I was right. He went with formation like this. That's it. Against Africa during AFCON, he went with this type of formation. Can you see? I told you. During the AFCON, he went. So, but the only change he did was that it was 4-3-1-2. So against Africa during AFCON, he went with what? With 4-3-1-2 instead. So this is what he's going to do against South Africa in their away game in Johannesburg. That one is hard though. So against Rwanda at home, I think it's going to be this. Against Rwanda at home, it's going to be this. Then what's it called? Against Lesotho, I think it's going to be more of like against Rwanda, because it's going to be like on a neutral venue. You want to get the game done as early as possible. And the last one too will be, against the Republic at home. I think it's going to play on the front foot so that can actually get it done. For me, with this guy, don't forget that I pray that it should be one doing the list. Yeah, I think, see, let me tell you something. There is no way there won't be interest in the list that he's going to bring out. It's not left for him to play the players. There's going to be somebody bringing 1 or 2 players. See, they brought player to, Kenneth Raw. They brought player to, Ose Pasero. Was it not under Ose Pasero that they invited Daniel Bamai? Was it not under Ose Pasero they called this guy, Ani Ngboso? Was it not under Ose Pasero they called those guys to play for Nigeria? So they will bring players. It's now left for him to select them. So for me, if you have your solid 25 players, going for a good away game, for example, now, it's only Finidi George that the players that they brought in, I don't know, maybe it was on merit that they brought in, he played them. Players like Ismail Sodiq, players like Olawonyi, players like what's it called? The boy from Crawley Town. What's it called again? The boy from Crawley Town, Benjamin Tiaminu. He wasn't wise enough not to play those guys, but he played them and they got him in trouble. He lost that the job. So, but the same Tiaminu was in the camp when Eguavon was the coach, and he didn't play him. He didn't play him. So, it depends on the coach himself. So, for me, I think he should be strong enough to know the players. If you have worked with top players before, you know exactly what to expect. You know exactly how to manage them. People have been talking about the issue with the guy from Tottenham, Busoma. He's a guy that no matter how big you are, if you don't fit into his plan, he's not scared to drop you. If you don't fit into his plan, he's not actually scared to drop you. I put the link already in the comment section. If you want to join, just pop in straight away. I know that this is now our usual time. It's always on Friday. If you want to join, just pop in quickly. Just click on the link. It's going to take you here directly if you want to make any contribution about this man here. Thank you, Tiaminu. So it doesn't matter. So it needs someone that he needs to be the man of himself to be able to do, okay, this is actually what I want. This is how I want to play. And this is the players that actually what need that can do this job for me. I have some players already that I know that will not be in this team. But I don't want to be prophet of doom and say that, oh, I called it already, it's not going to be there and everything. No. I want him to come and select those guys. If you think that it works well, that is fine. If you think that does not work well, that is actually fine for him. For me, I think that is a guy that will might smile at the end of the day. So I have my first caller. I'm going very fast today because it's not a normal time. I have my first caller to actually join me, and that is Oladipo from Birmingham. Thank you. But okay, no switch off live before. So so how is it going? And I know that you want to say a few things about our new manager.
Yeah. First off, I wanted to ask, good evening, and
Yes, good evening.
how is the show today? Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask, first off, this guy in Tottenham, I see everybody posting it. Is there any recent this thing, like they are trying to bring him in or something?
Which one?
This winger in Tottenham.
Murphy.
Sorry, Newcastle. Sorry, Murphy.
Lucas. Yeah. It just came up that he's eligible to play for Nigeria. A lot of people don't know.
Okay,
He's eligible to play for Nigeria. People don't know at all. So he got Irish mother, and actually I think a Nigerian father also. So he
okay.
got them. So people don't know at all. And because
Oh,
sometimes people now, it now showed the Nigerian jersey, and everything that he used to. People don't know that, we have a
oh,
very
yeah,
strong contingent in the UK.
yeah,
But
yeah,
he's those guy until he said that he's a Nigerian. People don't know that
yeah.
he's a Nigerian. So he's a Nigerian, and just trying to say that he can also play because he's in good form now. And don't forget that the guy is 29 years of age. People are saying, oh, he's too old. But he's younger than most of our players, so.
But are they
So
trying to approach him?
yeah, I think there'll be discussions about him, in all honesty.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
going to require clearance for him to play for Nigeria. So,
Wow.
but he's eligible, 100% eligible to play for Nigeria.
Wow, hopefully. And then for the coach, I
Yes.
honestly think he's going to do well. My fear is just that they should not manipulate him.
Mm-hmm.
These people, or God, the tops them, they should
Yeah.
not manipulate him and just get into the business of saying using this player, using that player.
Yes.
But all in all, I believe your opinion on this matter. So we don't have anything to say, as you always speak our mind.
Okay. But I just want to ask you this.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying that it's an embarrassment to go and employ somebody from Mali. Do you think that we should be thinking that way?
Well, I honestly don't think so because when Barcelona established Guardiola,
Mm-hmm.
he's supposed to be an embarrassment to Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
But they used him, and he is successful. He's a successful manager today.
Yes.
So a good coach must not necessarily start from Nasarawa United. You
Mm-hmm.
can be good and start from the top, and you just pick from there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I remember Guardiola just came from nowhere and he was the top coach and he started
Yes.
winning games. Let's forget
Yes.
that he had good players. There are good
Mm-hmm.
players in Barcelona today, but they are not near winning the league. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he has prospects. I can see it in his. I don't know. He has this aura. I can tell
Mm-hmm.
he's going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell he's going to do well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, we hope so, but it's going to be Nigeria this weekend, and
Oh,
yes, it's going to be Nigeria this weekend. So,
but he himself has not announced, so there's no.
no, I
It
think
should not be like.
it's already no. This one is. I won't lie to you. This one is secure.
Okay,
This one
okay.
is secure. So, thank you, Radical, for actually for joining.
All right,
Thank
boss.
you,
All
thank you.
right, boss.
So,
Yeah.
Chris,
Hmm.
Can I go off now?
yeah, you can go off. You can go off. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Thank you, Radical. So, Chris, so what's your take about the coach? I don't want to make it such so we can come on quickly.
Man, to be honest, I didn't even know that he was gonna be the coach.
Yeah.
I had no idea that he was gonna be the coach.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, when I think the first place I saw it was on Gams Football on Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw the post. I was like, yo, because I know like when you post something when there's something there, I know like there's a meaning to it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so when you post something, I know that something is going on. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and then when you said it's a new coach, I was like, oh wow. I
Yeah.
was really shocked because like I was not expecting that. But
Yeah.
the reaction from Nigerians about this guy, the way people have been saying things, saying that who is this person, like the negative reaction I've been seeing online,
Mm-hmm.
like gave me that feeling that this is the right person.
Yes.
Because anytime the Nigerians are all agreement with one thing, want something, you just know that it's not good. You just know that it's not good because
Mm-hmm.
when they appointed the Finidi, everybody was like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's go,
Yes.
Finidi,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
was happy.
Yeah.
And then, but the reaction of God, and I went to watch the game against South Africa, because obviously he's going to be coaching, gonna have that game. And I was watching that game. The commentator made a statement, and
Mm-hmm.
he was speaking about South African coach, about
Mm-hmm.
how the coach was saying that when he came in,
Mm-hmm.
when he came into African football, that he didn't understand how important the AFCON was to Africans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
didn't understand how these things were important to Africans. That it
Mm-hmm.
took him 2 years for him
Mm-hmm.
to really understand that. And
Mm-hmm.
it now brought my mind back to the candidates that we were speaking about, that
Mm-hmm.
people were calling to, that, expecting the Bruno Lambardia and so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, that alone is an example. If we bring Bruno, he needs to learn a lot of things. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Because to him, he might think that it's just a regular something, but he doesn't understand the passion and the
Mm-hmm.
pride behind it. And that was what the commentator was saying about the South African coach, how it took him 2 years
Mm-hmm.
for him to understand how important these things were to Africans.
Yes.
Was
Mm.
because for them over there, I don't think all these coaches care about AFCON or whatever is going about
Yeah.
qualifiers. They don't care. They don't really
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to all these things.
Yeah.
But getting Eric is someone that he's here. He has done things. He has seen the way, teams are. He has seen the way this football. He has seen the passion behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
We saw the way they were putting water on his head, how he was
Yeah.
devastated with that
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah.
And even I was trying to watch the press conference after that game, even though I don't understand French, but
Mm-hmm.
you could tell, like, the way he was speaking, you could
Yeah.
understand that this man knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Me, anytime that Nigeria wants to appoint a coach, I always go to YouTube to go look for an interview just to hear them speak. Once
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't even need to even watch the whole conversation. Once
Yeah.
I hear like 30 seconds or whatever, I just hear some things. I just know that this one is not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah.
way he the way he communicates and the way he carries himself, you know that this is someone that we need.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what
someone
people
that
don't
we
know.
need. Yeah. You said?
That's what people don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. This is someone that we need. And I was seeing some comments, like some people were saying that we went to carry a French coach that can't speak, that doesn't know how to speak English. The Guinea-Pro that you hired, did you ask whether he can speak English? The German that you Joseph Pesero that you carried, the Portuguese guy, did you ask whether he can speak English?
Mhm.
But now, because he's a black guy from Mali, some people are saying that how can a big country like Nigeria hire a coach from Mali? That what happened to our coaches in Nigeria? How many of those coaches in Nigeria have done anything, gone out to go get a job from a different country, apart from Amnike that tried it?
Yeah.
None of them. We don't have anybody. So the way Nigerians, this is the thing, man, with Nigerians. They speak like as if they have the best back home. You don't have the best back home. But you talk like as if you like God blessed us with the best coaches, and then we ignore them to go carry someone from this thing. That is not the way it is. We are trying to build something. We have probably one of the worst football federations in the world.
Yeah.
So with what you have is what you can use.
Yeah.
People are talking about to go get Renard, someone that Egypt are planning to give him $2 million to coach. Do we have $2 million to give him? We don't have that.
Even there's no way that I think we can outperform this guy, honestly.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like I've seen, I watched a South African game. I see the way he was communicating to his team. I see the way he was focused on this thing, giving instruction. Like Gavin just stands there with his white t-shirt and asking God, please help me.
Just to protest West Africa that game, he scouted South Africa for so long. He knew that it's their first game. He scouted them for so long. And people have been saying that, oh, he didn't score against Namibia. If you had Ibrahim Akone against Namibia, that's what we're talking about, is not what we're talking about. People say, oh, he couldn't beat Tunisia. Did you beat Tunisia when you played in 2021 under Iguavon? Didn't you lose to Tunisia? No, people just want to bring excuses and squeeze it together. Just hold your thoughts. Yeah, Chris. Let me just say.
It's because our people. It's because he's not a white man. If he was a white man now, it's okay. Let's go.
Yes.
Ibodan show. Let's go.
Yes.
That's the thing. Because they saw a black guy and they saw Mali attached to his name, they feel like which one in Mali. These same people saying this thing, they don't know that this same guy beat our indigenous coach that they're talking about. He beat him black and blue and
the way he toyed with Willie George.
Yeah, exactly.
The way Diego Simeone toyed with Gary Neville when Gary Neville was coach of Valencia and Simeone was coach of Atletico Madrid. He toyed with Gary Neville. He was doing it like this. That was the way this guy toyed with Willie George.
And so I am 1000% behind the guy, because the reason, like I said, the fact that a lot of Nigerians are against it, I am with it.
Okay, Chris, hold your thoughts. Let me hear from you. I'm sure we'll come back to you, Chris.
To me, I support Chris. Have already said everything, but in buttress to what Chris said is that one thing I'm just really upset about with this appointment is that this appointment came at the wrong time. It's very late. And if the man doesn't come, okay. Reason is that, look at it.
Sorry, Jenny, I can see you in the comment. I can see you back, so I'm going to bring you very soon. M&D, I can see you there.
So if you look at it, we have February, the match towards March end, we play the match. So why I say that is that because NFF, to be sincere, they've already made up their minds since last year June that this is the person they are going to employ. But my problem is, since you've already know that this man has gotten the job, or you're going to give him the job, why not like do it like a secret thing? Whenever during the qualifying matches, Nations Cup qualifiers we have, you can let this man come, be in the crowd, let him watch the game, the boys. Just is an opinion, because now this man is taking an heavy load. And if you know our media, they are not in support of this man appointment. They will do everything humanly possible to tarnish this man image, because all they want is they want their own paddy man like Iguavon to be there, which is not going to be possible. So if they already know that this is the man, they should have do one or two things like to bring the man closer to the team, even though they didn't announce him, so that he can know what he's doing, he can know the team, who he wants to bring into the team. And to me, I think he's the best man for the job presently, because the other Portuguese coach that was demanding for 120,000 euros. What is he going to do? Someone that doesn't have a African football knowledge. This one, he already has the African football knowledge. He already know how they are playing. He's already in the field. He's already in the system. So, and if you look at the quality of Mali doesn't have the quality the Super Eagles has. So with the quality we have, I believe 90% he can deliver if the boys are ready to give it all. With the right player, and if the NFF is going to give him the free hand to do what he wants to do. And also if the boys will be ready to give it all out for him. Sometimes if the big boys are not ready for you, there is a way mafias in the team, they can just fuck you up. So to me, I think he's the best man for the job. And if you look at it, they are giving him 50,000 euro with the three staff, I think with his workers. So I think for now it's okay. And if we qualify, why not? It's okay. So I think it's the best bet, because Bruno is not going to do anything. Who doesn't have anything about African football is coming from Germany. It's going to take a lot of time before you can settle into the system, before you could be able to map up a lot of things. It will take you time to study each opponent. But I believe this guy, Eric, he already know the pattern of South Africa, Rwanda, because he was at the Nations Cup. He already studied everybody. I believe right now, already will be going through review the Benin Republic, Rwanda, South Africa pattern. So to me, I think the best bet for us at the moment. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah. So just hold your thought there. The person that we're talking about was Tony Consensao. So it was coach of Cameroon, during the AFCON in 2021. And I can tell you that he had horrible records, during the qualifiers, the game against Mozambique, he won the 2 games, but against Cape Verde, he lost. Cameroon was, so for me, I just think that this guy, the resume might not be fantastic, but I can tell you that he's a guy that is ambitious. He knows that this is not the end. He wants to prove himself. This Super Eagles job can take him to greater heights. You never know. Don't forget that when Philippe Crozet left us, I think he went to go and coach Japan or so. So he was coaching Asec Mumusa before. Yes, he was coaching Asec Mumusa now. Of Ivory Coast.
Burkina Faso, he won bronze for Burkina Faso at the Nations Cup. Philippe Crozet, yes.
So
that was he left Nigeria.
Yeah,
that was after he left Nigeria, and he won because they say he was playing 3-5-2 formation, that 4-4-2, and he was already qualified us with a game ahead.
Yes. Yeah. So it wasn't a popular choice. So I want us to ask Evondi this question. You are in the media, Evondi. Why is it that any coach that Nigeria employ, the media will not accept the coach? Why?
I think we have a problem in Africa because I'll put it to you this way. It's no big deal. I remember when Arsenal first appointed Arsene Wenger. In England, they were saying Arsene who? Because he left Monaco, was in Japan as a coach. When Arsenal first appointed, people Arsene who? But the thing is, my own is I don't know why. You see, we always say we have a problem, and the problem is this. Do you think Ghana would? I just saw a story now. I don't know how true the story is. The way we do things in Africa, if you appoint somebody in Africa, we always want to feel like, we have so many people here. Why would we go and appoint
Yeah.
somebody from this place? And it's a problem. The important thing is not the person, is not the country where the person is from. It's the job you have assigned to the person. See, one thing I know for sure that I can say that I'm very, very sure. If this guy were to be Nigerian and he took Mali to the semi-final of the African Cup of Nations, we would have been clamoring for him to come and coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yes, I agree with you.
We would have been clamoring. People will be doing stories, different stories. Hey, take him, Eric this, Eric that. Now, this guy played against South Africa. I think the first game, if I'm right, they won against South Africa by 4 goals to nil, if I'm right, African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
Were they not in the same group?
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
So I don't know the like it's for you to think like Ghana now, if they have a good Nigerian coach, they wouldn't want to employ the Nigerian coach because they feel they have unnecessary rivalry. Nigeria wouldn't want to appoint a South African, wouldn't want to appoint a Ghanaian. It doesn't make sense. If you feel that this person can get the job done, why not hire the person? Why wouldn't Tanzania feel like, we won't take Emmanuel Amunike? They appointed Emmanuel Amunike, and if you look at it, with due respect to the dead,
they got
with due respect to the dead. What did Stephen Keshi achieve as a coach before he got the Togolese job?
God bless you. He took us to Ethiopia.
He was horrible in the under 20.
Horrible. Yes.
He didn't achieve anything before he got the Togolese job. What did he achieve? Because he was coach of Mali.
Yes.
What did he? Not that did he even go? He didn't even go beyond the first round, the African Cup of Nations, before he was sacked.
Yes.
Amali still took him on. Okay, let's take this person, let him come and be our coach. So we shouldn't see it from the fact that because he's African or technically he's not even African, he's French.
Yeah.
Because his dad is white.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't, if the guy, because I've been seeing even ex-internationals. So maybe I saw what Jonathan Akubori tweeted, like he heard that we have appointed somebody. Is he a football coach? And not being sarcastic and all that. I don't expect
this. Good players came out. Some super good players. I don't want to mention them.
Isaac Okoronkwo, a whole lot of them came out.
That is probably playing for how many years?
And some of them, we want to go to other countries for them to get a job. Yeah. See, it's a challenge. He has been appointed. Even the best country, the oldest country, where football started from, England, they appointed the German as a coach.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
There was a time they appointed Sven Eriksson as a coach. They've appointed Capello as a coach.
Yes.
So you can't say because this person is wrong. The most important is the job. Can he do the job? Does he have what it takes? And if you look at his take with Mali, the guy lost just 3 games.
Out of
3 games. Out of 22 games, if I'm right, he lost 3 games. And if on the back of that, I think the cap fits him. If you want to say, I don't have any problem with appointing a Nigerian, there's no problem. But the most important thing for us to think about, and that is why we lose so many things. That is why sometimes even in our private lives, there are lovely places on the continent of Africa that you can travel to for vacation.
Yes.
But because we don't really respect that, we feel like, what do I want to go and do in this place? What do I want to go and do in that place? There are lovely places. That is why we'll see somebody from this country. Can the person get the job done? If he's good, why not take the person? The person can get the job done.
Yes.
So support him. He has not even started the job. They have already started saying this. From what I heard that they also approached Aliou Cisse.
Yes.
He just said he wants to take a break from. And I like that.
Even
if you feel like if Ghana has what it takes, if they have what we need, to achieve whatever we want to achieve, why not take it? You don't need to go far, and you feel like we don't. Now look at our purse. Do we have the money? We don't have the money. So this is what we need to do. And the guy is 47. A young guy like this will be ambitious.
Communicates more.
He's going to be ambitious because he knows that this job that I'm having, if I get it right, it will prepare me to achieving to other jobs
Yes.
if I get it right.
Get it right.
I mean, are you now going to say if you appoint somebody like Jean Tigana, we'll say because he's of Malian origin, we won't take him? Has Tigana not coached in the English Premier League before? Is Tigana not of Malian descent?
If we get Vincent Company, so from Congo, you go and get somebody from Congo.
So I mean, we can't. I think we are not fair, especially for our former players. I've seen Diona Akobore, Taiwo Oluide, Isaac Okoronko. I mean, a whole lot of them are saying this, saying that. Let the guy
because them they want
their own colleague.
So I know that just we will do it all together and finish together. We are going to call and Chris. Let me just talk to Dipo. Dipo, you came back and I think you want to say some things about.
Yeah. To there's one proverb you mentioned yesterday. I'm sorry to people that don't understand Yoruba. You said you wanted to say it in Yoruba, but you didn't say. You said "Atito jibolo shalowo
yes.
okubaba edoma." This man is already there.
Yes.
Nobody can take him away from there.
Yes.
Because when they appointed Ulisse, we are tagging him young Guardiola, Nigerian Guardiola.
Mm-hmm.
This man, I personally feel like Ulisse don't have idea of coaching. I'm sorry if his fans are here or his people are here.
We are here. I'm one of his. So
I know, but if we are to be honest with each other, if all these 94 sets they have appointed as coach, I feel like it's even laziness that is to them because they don't do their assignment before game day. See, Guavona or Finidi before game day, they don't check. Say, okay, Rwanda. See, okay, Smith Lider is not a coach. He would tell you 5 to 6 matches away, like previous matches they've played, and say this is where this player play. I don't think they do all those things. Like Smith Lider said yesterday, I don't think Guavon knows the right back of Rwanda. So if he does not know the right back of Rwanda, how does he want to say, okay, this player should go and tackle this player, this player should go and tackle this player?
He's going to know. He's going to know.
Someone that
it's a team, so I think he's going to know. But the thing is,
sorry, Ebony, let me just say something. Ebony. So just hold a second. Just to back up what he says, like a player, I don't know mention the name now, came out in an interview after the game against Benin Republic and South Africa. He said that the coach just said them go and do your thing. There was no tactics.
Can you imagine?
He said that they left the dressing room. Was just came back. Say he was shocked. Say it's just go and do your thing. You can be past these people. Go and.
Most of the time, when a team loses, everybody will be quick to say, "Oh, this coach try. Let's stop blaming coaches." But originally, technically, it is the coach, because it is what the coach had said into the team. Like, okay, do this, do this, do this. That's what they are going to do. But looking at that team, those guys, see, like Finidi said, formation is not important.
Mm-hmm.
Say, just go there and do your thing. These people are just too lackadaisical with their job. They don't. I don't know. They are not proper. And Nigerian people, they are all supporting them.
Sadly, what they grew up with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See,
no, I think what actually played out during Felinde was favorism.
Mm-hmm.
It was trying to favor some set of player, and they were trying to market some set of player so that they can get international club to come and get them.
And get returned to him.
And if you look at one thing, I watched Westerhoff old video. He said something. He said they were playing a match, or they were in the training pitch.
No,
I don't know, maybe it was a game that they sent a name to him. Yeah, they sent a name to him that this person should be in the team. That he said no. If he can't prove himself, he's not going to be part of his team. So I see no reason. And if you look, I watched Jonathan Akpogore interview. He said Westerhoff spot him maybe in Surulere or in the middle of the people, and at the end of the day, that's how he become part of the team, because Joe Buffett, because he saw the potential in him. Not like what is Bendy Sodi Bendy doing the team? What is Benjamin Tamini doing the team? When you know we have a crucial match at hand, and there is a say that say only ọba tó jẹ tí ìlú tòrò orúkọ ò ní parẹ́ àti tó jẹ tí ìlú ò tòrò orúkọ ò ní parẹ́. So now Philip has already gave himself a bad name. Has already gave his name a bad name. Himself a bad name. And in terms of Olise should not even bother in terms of coach. He should just go to the technical department. Because there is one thing I've understand in this life. It's the one thing for you to be a coach and it's the one thing for you to be a manager.
Mm-hmm.
These things are two different things.
Mm-hmm. One
thing, like Ferguson is a coach and is a manager.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to manage like Arsene Wenger. Just Mourinho is just a coach. Mourinho is not a manager.
Yeah.
So those are the things which Eguavo was trying to do, but it's not going to work.
Yeah. So
quickly,
okay.
You know,
before I go to Chris, yeah, I want to ask
fortunately or unfortunately for Ademola Lookman, you know, Pacero have been failing before Nations Cup. So they just say, okay, after Nations Cup, we'll let him go. That was the. So if they had let him go that time, obviously they would have said, okay, Finidi, just take them, and after Nations Cup, we'll get coach. If Finidi are taking them, trust me, Ademola Lookman will not win AFCON. Will not win.
I think he will not play because in his game that he played against Ghana and against Mali, I think he benched Ademola Lookman.
Yes, because they're trying to sell another narrative.
Yeah. I think it's
and he was one that sealed that game against Ghana.
That game, he benched him. He was so upset. He benched him. You know, in those games, he benched him in those games.
Ademola Lookman that don't talk. He was almost having an issue with him.
So he benched him in those games. So let me just
the narrative is the Ini boys, the born abroad player, they don't want them. And I don't know why they are being jealous of this guy, because you can't blame the nature.
I
you can't
agree
blame
with
God.
you. Some people are already crucifying this Jacob Murphy.
Jacob Murphy,
why would you not bring him? So you can't find, there are good players, local based players here. You are not going to one place, go and bring one player. As long as he's Nigerian, why can't
Evandi, sorry, in that league, in that Nigeria league, tell me which player can you just bring into the national team?
No. See, the problem is not even which player. Will they be invited based on merit? Will they be sincere in the invitation of the player? Then again, are there proper statistics to look at to say, okay, this guy is doing this. Okay, I think this guy should have the nod to, we can invite this guy to come and play the national team. This one is doing this. But basically, coaches will always want to invite the one that they like. My boy, okay, want to market him and all that. It's so unfortunate. They are not professional enough. Be a thorough professional. Do your job the way you should do it. You don't need to know this person. You don't need to have a relationship with this person. If you feel like this person can get the job done, give the person the job. This is what we want you to do. If you get the job done, do it. If you can't do it, then get to be fired.
I just hope they're not going to frustrate this man the way they frustrate Stevie Keshi when he was alive.
Let me just go to Chris. Chris has been like silent to ask you this question. The NFL president came out. He doesn't do live. He came out in a very properly edited video, but there's so many mistakes there. He came out that this coach, when he comes back, when he arrives in Nigeria, he's going to sign on Monday and he's going to travel to Kenya to go and be with the Chan team. Do you think that he's already shooting himself? He's already setting this man for failure? Because this Chan team prepared for like 2 months or so. They qualified under Ogumede and Leshiku. Why do you think that they want to impose a coach on them now? What do you think is the right decision, Chris?
I think somehow is, should I say 50-50 in a way that, first of all, because I also heard that Ilechukwu and Ogumede is going to be working with him.
Yeah.
So I think him going there is also part of building the relationship. You understand?
Okay.
With them and getting to know a lot of things.
Yeah.
You understand? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like the main coach there. He can just be like, just giving some few, watch how they train, look at the formation, share ideas together, and he can add his own experience to things, on how they can, and look at the boys also. Because at the end of the day, if he goes there and look at the boys, nobody, if he doesn't see anybody there that can fit into the Super Eagles team, then you can't force him to pick anybody.
Yeah.
So they can't force him to pick anybody. And the other part again of him, going to that part where I also feel like it's somehow because also, I mean, like, I don't think there is a need for him to, it kind of feels like as if like as if you're not giving respect to the coaches that are there already, that have been doing the job already.
Yeah.
When you look at it like that, but then again, if you also look at the fact that they'll all be working together, then I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't see any problem with that because we need
synergy and everything between the.
Yeah, we need these guys to, get to understand each other, and that's the only way we can carry this thing forward.
Yes.
My only issue is that how I hope that Ilechukwu and I hope that they allow themselves to work with the guy and work as a team, and don't allow the media to foil them with whatever narrative they're going to push.
That is a big issue because
the media might just start saying, some people in their ears will start saying that is this guy better than you? Why would you go and bring this one? All those things like that.
Yeah.
And then it will not start causing friction among them, ego and stuff like that. Yeah. So I just hope that these guys will not allow whatever these I don't want to use a foul language on them, but whatever these people that have they call themselves class of 92 or class of whatever, they have not achieved anything with their nonsense conversations. They have not done anything. They have not elevated Nigerian football on any level.
Yeah.
To allow them to fuel their man, because if they work with Eric well and they do something, they're all going to benefit from it. Their CV are going to improve. They're going to get jobs from different places. But if they allow this, if they listen to these riffraffs, if they listen to them, it's only going to stagnate their growth.
Yeah. So let me just answer this question. Sorry. It's more interesting in play for Nigeria. When a player gets to a certain stage in his career, he's doing well. He doesn't want to play for Ireland. And the country that
is 29.
29, that it's this season that is now beginning to actually want to do well last season. There's no way that he will not look to play international football. He was trying to show the old Nigerian jersey, all those type of things, just to try and connect, say, come on.
Really?
Yes. I'm also the one that he wore in 1993 also, so the old one. So, it's not going to be similar to the case of Ashley Planter. You have to go and get the old Nigerian passport from his father, try and bring the whole thing together to get a new one for him. For me, I can tell you that he can play. But as usual, you mentioned that, Evan D. Some people playing in that position in the Super Eagles, they also have some media people here that will go online and go and say no to Jacob Murphy. He's not come. I know what they do. I know some people that spreads those type of informations. So for me, I think he wants, and if he wants, see, in this life, you cannot select who is going to be your parent. You cannot somebody you cannot select where you were born. You don't have the right over those things. So we don't say somebody is more Nigerian than the other. No. He says Nigeria, he wants to identify to be a Nigeria. So be it. Leave him. So thank you, Chris. Just wrap it up now. So you want to say something before I go to everyone?
I think sometimes these our 94 sets. Respect to them, oh. but
Mm-hmm.
but aside the man in Chelsea before that is now in Saudi, Minalu,
Yeah.
and I think one more person that I can't remember his name that are doing well football wise. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not talking about finance, so football wise. They are the
Yeah.
ones that I mean, I can say, okay, give accolades to them, footballing wise. But the
Mm-hmm.
rest, they are just rubbish. They are just trying to, when they see you, they try to do. The ones that are not doing ambassador for betting company that is
Uh,
destroying youth
yeah.
is the other one that is in directing a whole football club that is
Mm-hmm.
going down the drain. Since even Kanu entered this thing that we thought is going to do better, it's going down the drain more.
Good at
So
the
who
great.
can we even say this thing? We always say, okay, footballer should be our NFF president. Which footballer can you point out like this that okay is worthy?
Is
Aside
very well.
aside the one that is already getting old, our grandpa, what's his name? That contested for future president.
Odegbami.
Odegbami. Aside,
Olofinjano
yeah,
is good.
yeah, Olofinjano. Aside those ones, you can't point out any of those 94 sets that would do well in NFF. If they get there, they will go and
Mess up the
loot
place.
their own money. So they are not. They are just ordinary footballers that are talented. They are nothing to us as Nigerian youth. They are nothing compared to we looking to up to looking up to them. This is the only thing that makes us happy,
Yes.
and they should
Hey,
make it. They should make it worthwhile for us, both people in Nigeria, both people in abroad. Imagine that Nations Cup period. Everybody forgot about tribal
yes.
whatever. Everybody were happy together. They should
Yes.
understand this football team brings passion. It
Passion.
it
Yes.
it changes the whole mood. They are just
Yes.
doing us. I mean, I don't know.
Yes. So thank you. As I'm just wrapping up. So that's going to Evan D to Evan
Okay,
D.
guys, I need to go now.
All right, all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
So
you
Nico,
so
I have
much,
to let
man.
you go now. I'm just running up quickly now. So final words too from Evan D. Evan D, this question to you now. Somebody said this question has told me something today that you know that if this guy qualified Nigeria for the World Cup, that if we did not play attractive football, that they never might sack him. Evan D, do you think they can use
But at
that?
this stage, it may be difficult. Then who are you going to bring? Because I didn't call you. Then who are you going to bring?
Yes,
Because you look at it from the angle of, say, they've been accusing us. That's I think since 2021 or so, we've had like
yeah,
six coaches or
mm-hmm.
so, and we've been through this journey before.
Yeah,
Amadu qualified us.
mm-hmm.
Same thing with the White Witch Doctor.
Yeah,
So
Jose,
and we almost said the same thing about Pesero. He's
yeah,
not playing this thing. He's not doing that. So you look at that. Do we still want to go the same
mm-hmm.
path? Since he's
Mm-hmm.
been with the team, he's qualified the team for the World Cup. Then
Yeah,
he has to let him finish his job. But I
yeah,
know people can be very terrible.
yes,
People have sinister ways of trying to manipulate and say,
yeah,
let him go,
yeah.
let her this thing go and all that. I
And
know people
they also
can be like
use
that.
you guys in the press, to for and I was and see that he's not
Yes,
doing well.
yes.
He's not,
People have a way of trying to, create some media attention that
yeah,
the people say, okay. And when they continue to do that thing, often
yeah,
do every day, all the time, all the time, all the time, some people start buying into it. Okay, maybe
yeah,
that, but they have
yeah.
to be very, very smart not to.
Not to,
I mean, look, if we appreciate history,
yeah,
a lot of people never wanted Gernot Rohr to leave. They wanted him to finish the job against
yeah,
the Black Stars of Ghana.
yeah,
And I think today, what's his name? Pinnick
yeah,
regretted that action.
yeah, yes,
He even
yeah.
he felt like even if he didn't allow Gernot Rohr, he should have taken Pesero on.
Oh
Pesero should
yes.
have taken the initiative. I mean, and he didn't, because his interview when they
I
were
think the
going to give
first
a
thing
Guavmo
to
that
take
job,
a
he was
back
like,
on.
he's there. He, like I don't trust him or something like that. Then our coaches also must find a way to improve.
Yeah,
Um, so you are not tied to the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yes.
I must be the coach of the Super
Must be.
Eagles. I
No.
must do no. It's not the only job. Go
Job.
outside.
Go
Go and
outside.
be the. I mean, you have played in Europe. Find
Yeah.
clubs to coach. We have some young players. Shoni Aluko is with Ipswich, if I'm right. Joseph Akpala is with one club in Belgium. So go out.
Yep.
You to go and find the job out. When you do well outside, people will say, "Oh, this person is doing well. Oh, that person is doing well." I mean, they will look for you. They will find you.
Yes.
See, Michael Essien, I think people are saying Essien should take up the Black Stars job. He said, "No, I'm not interested in the job.
Yes.
I'm still trying to build myself. This is not the time for me to take this job.
Yes.
I'm building myself. No, I'm not ready for that now.
So
let me continue to build myself." I mean, some of them you don't want to build yourself, but you just want to take on the platter of gold, like, oh, I've played for the team before. I should be able to do this. We will serve the country. We should be able to. No, it's not that way. It's not because you played for the country before, then you have to be given the mandate that you must be the coach of the national team. No. Even the best teams at the point in time, Brazil wanted Pep Guardiola to be the coach of the national team.
Yes.
So, this is football.
It's football.
You can't say this is football.
That appointed Kusiapia from Ghana.
Yes.
And
I mean, so if I don't think there should be any big concern. I feel like people just want to that attitude of like our own person must be there. I mean, it's not as if we've not. At least the last time we didn't qualify for the World Cup, who was there? Who was the person that played the last one? I mean, a Nigerian. So I don't see any.
I put up one stat that no foreign manager have failed to qualify for a major tournament since 1989.
Well, some were sacked too.
Some were sacked.
But Joe was sacked when we lost to Sierra Leone.
When we lost to Sierra Leone,
Shagamodu came over. Was appointed, to take.
Don't forget that we'll be qualified for AFCON until.
Yes, of course. He may have played in the final. He won the Olympics for us.
Yes,
so he's got a very good record.
Very good
record. You can't take that away from him.
So you can't take that one away from him. So people have been saying that if Chile fail, they will come at Mitlai, they will do this. Please, I don't know Chile.
We don't mind. Are they praying for him to fail? I don't know why we have that kind of mindset. Why do you want him to fail?
I don't know why people are just like this. So, Kola, final word from you, Kola, before we wrap it up. Kola.
Yeah, like what everybody said. If like the Nations Cup in Cameroon, it was the media and your brother. They were the one that sell Iguavon.
Yes.
To Amaju. They were the one that said our former coach, Genetro, is not playing attractive football. That they should let him go. When you know we have few, it wasn't not 1 week or 2 weeks to the Nations Cup.
No,
then they just had they been they have allowed that man, because I watched John Ogu interview. He said a lot of things. He said, Genetro, he know how to study an opponent and will tell you what to do. That you see this guy followed him everywhere. So, and it is going to be a very painful thing if this man qualifies us at the end of the day and they now try to play a power from above politics. From a power above politics is going to be fucking painful.
It's going to be.
Because same thing happened during Philippe Trouzet because of their own. Later they went to bring one Yugoslavia, Bora, exactly. That doesn't even know from right to left. Then this man Amadou qualified us. They sacked him, bring in someone else. A lot of things. Iguavon have failed us. Not once, not twice. So I don't even know what he's still doing in the technical department. So the whole thing just so somehow. Somehow.
They will start pushing narratives now. It's not playing well. This guy qualified now. Oh, let us sack him. Let us continue. That's what they push narrative now. You mentioned
it's not possible. It is late.
When Trouzet qualified Nigeria and they sacked Trouzet, they now asked Fani Amuden, the sporting director, to take over the team. Just like Iguavon. You know that he was the one coaching the team. So when they now employed Bora, he was now trying to lay course on them. say he was the one. You didn't even qualify the team. You are in you are in interim, and you are claim to what does not belong to you. Sometimes
I interviewed him once, and I was disappointed. We almost fought in that interview. Honestly, it's the same trajectory. Something that we have said that thing about Eguavon here today.
Yes.
He also had the same mindset that what is this thing. He told me the same. I was saying, oh, okay, we'll play this game. What formation? What is formation? What are you saying? Honestly, we almost fought. Don't let me even go to that.
I think in Nigeria we only have 2 to 3 sound, not that sound coaches.
There's a young guy. There's a young coach. I'm sorry for interjecting you. There's a young coach that is now, I think, he's now attached to Real Madrid. Ayeri. Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy has been. He's a future one to watch. He's passionate about the game. He went to this place. He's been. He also spoke. He was surprised that Finidi would say nothing like formation. What? I think it's with Real Madrid now. But the thing is, if we want our local coaches to get involved, NFF, if you have the money, look for young coaches, employ them, let them go for courses, let them be attached. Then some of our coaches that you want just say, okay, this one come and handle this. No, let some of them go and start from under 20, under 23.
Yes.
Let them produce their own set of players. Yes. Let them understand them, create a system properly, so that when they, let them learn.
Yes.
Play more friendly games. That's how you can grow.
Yeah.
I feel like the technical committee felt in appointing the coach, the present coach. If you look at the coaches that they interviewed, maybe the last 3, I think they were more concerned about a coach that has the African experience.
Yes.
That has played on the continent. And if you look at it from Conceição, Aliou Cisse that they contacted, and Eric Shell that they have also contacted, that they was also appointed now. I think they wanted somebody who also has the knowledge. And I think he's coming with his backroom staff.
Yeah,
I think
I think he's coming with 4 people. French. Yes, he's come. See, they already.
Yes.
It's
the same set of people that work with him in Mali.
Even after the debacle of Ghana, he went to improve himself. When last is some people who actually improve themselves, went to do some training, and you were talking about committee. I remember this funny interview when Odegbede was employed in 1984. So that he passed interview and said, we cannot employ him because he's talking like he's from the village. He's look like he's from one village. That is we just look for a way to make sure, say, we sabotage something. And military then obey. Obey
the last order.
Obey the last order. Obey before you talk anything. What did you say? So the issue is that it's just so biased that I'm just happy that this man got the job, and I think that we support him. That's the most important thing. He's coming with his own process ally. It's not as if it's going to be one person out of Gumede and so on. So he's coming with his own people. They're going to sit down and discuss, and I'm hearing that there'll be already plans in place for them to actually even scouting already the opponent already and see exactly what they can actually do. He's going to get videos about the last 6 games Nigeria played, and all those things to see how they can actually improve. I'm also hearing that Eguavon too will give him reports about what happened during those qualifiers, and he's going to look for a way to actually to walk through those reports and see exactly what they can actually do to improve. But according to what they said that he's the one that did so well in that interview. But because of his name, they don't want to initially employ him. What's it called? They wanted a big man that demanding big money from them. So but he did well. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and the communication was extremely very good. So for me, I'm I wish him the very best of luck. So I want to thank Ikola for actually joining. So we're gonna be next weekend is gonna be very interesting, for us because there's gonna be in Nigeria coming for the unveiling food in Abuja, and I think that's going to stay in Nigeria too. That's also what another good thing.
Is it going to be like the normal club unveiling?
No, I don't know about the unveiling. Maybe it's gonna be. It's not gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna put Chile.
Just one table and chair and okay.
Table and chair and they have this banner in the NFF that they normally put. They put Enzo Prastamo is still there up to
they just there's only God knows.
Only God knows. I don't know if there's still sponsored NFF, but that banner is
only good time.
Yes, thank you. Babajebu is also.
Oh, Babajebu has been supporting anyway.
He's been supporting actually, so they will have to consider one. So, so any package for travel to Morocco, we will be in Morocco. So, guys, thank you for actually joining, and I really actually enjoy the conversation. Emily, thank you for actually joining.
Thank
you. Yeah, bye bye.
It's going very interesting. So, I also promise that we will do more discussion about what Eric Chelle and Emily. We want to talk to your media people too, so that they can accept this guy and believe that believe in him.
Some people have accepted him. Some just felt like some people feel like he's not even better than Eguavon. I don't know. I mean, some have said
They've not even seen him.
Some have been so sure that we will not qualify for the World Cup. That it's wow, from where to where.
Yeah,
and some have been reaching out. I mean, even within the NFF, some people, some within the NFF that they don't want him. So, but I mean, the way it happened just like that when Keshi was there. So I mean, people felt like Keshi wasn't playing good football.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they even felt Ivory Coast were going to lose to Ivory Coast at the African Cup of Nations 2013.
Yes.
Let's see what the man is going to do. We'll support him.
I just hope that it will not be what's it called?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed by the whole situation. Yeah. I just hope that it's going to actually work with. Everybody, thank you for actually
Thank you so much.
Thank you for actually have any time to join today. We'll see you again next time. Thank you. So guys, thank you for actually joining. I appreciate all of you for being there, up to this midnight. So I promise you that by next week I'm going to do a tactical analysis of the game between Ivory Coast and Mali, and also the game between Ivory Coast and Mali and South Africa, so that we can be able to look at it very well how he plays. So today is just basically about what to expect from him, his philosophy and everything. But we'll go into like the in-game, what's we're going to see in the game that he's going to play against Mali, Mali against Ivory Coast, and Mali against South Africa. That South African one is very important. So I will catch you again on Friday. We'll discuss more about football. Thank you guys for actually joining. All of you that actually contributed, thank you for actually joining. I will see you again on Friday for Friday Night Club. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you.